Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 9 of chapter 16. Etam drishtim avashtabhya.
Etam drishtim avastabhya.
Nashtatmanolpabuddhayah.
Astatmanolpabuddhayah.
Prabhavantyugrakarmanah.
Prabhavantyugrakarmanah.
Kshayaya jagato hitah.
Kshayaya jagato hitah.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Etam,
Etam,
this, drishtim, vision, avashtabhya, accepting, nashta, having lost, atmanaha, themselves, alpabuddhayaha, the less intelligent, prabhavanti, flourish, ugrakarmanaha, engaged in painful activities, kshayaya, for destruction, jagataha, of the world, ahitaha, unbeneficial. Translation: following such conclusions, the demoniac, who are lost to themselves, and who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible works, meant to destroy the world. Yeah. So Prabhupada states in the purport that the demoniac are engaged in activities that will lead the world to destruction. The Lord states here that they are less intelligent. The materialists who have no concept of God think that they are advancing. But according to Bhagavad Gita, they are unintelligent and devoid of all sense. They try to enjoy this material world to the utmost limit and therefore always engage in inventing something for sense gratification. So Prabhupada is stating that the vast majority of the Jivatmas are preoccupied with just making their life more and more comfortable here. And the Lord is saying such people are not very intelligent, but they think that they are advancing. Such materialistic inventions are considered to be advancement of human civilization. But the result is that people grow more and more violent and more cruel to animals and cruel to other human beings. They have no idea how to behave toward one another. Animal killing is very prominent amongst demoniac people. Such people are considered the enemies of the world because ultimately they will invent or create something which will bring destruction to all. Indirectly, this verse anticipates the invention of nuclear weapons, of which the whole world is today very proud. At any moment, war may take place, and these atomic weapons may create havoc. Such things are created solely for the destruction of the world, and this is indicated here. Due to godlessness, such weapons are invented in human society. They are not meant for the peace and prosperity of the world. So essentially, those who are materialistic, although they may think that they don't aspire for war, they may think, I don't aspire for conflict, but the very fact that they don't have God in their life makes them violent in so many different ways, even though externally they may think that they are pacifists. Pacifists means people who don't like war. But ultimately, they destroy themselves and they also destroy the entire planet. Right? So remember, Prabhupada says in the 13th chapter, in the 20 items of knowledge, Prabhupada defines ahimsa as those who are not undertaking preaching. Right? So rather, those who are preoccupied with their materialistic life and have no concept of God. So ahimsa means to preach ahimsa means to take up that responsibility to save others. They don't know that they are suffering. So we have to do something about it. That actually Prabhupada says as ahimsa, which is a very wonderful way of describing what violence is. So violence, the Ishopanishad says, is when you neglect the soul, that is violence. Actually, the term used in the Ishopanishad is Atmaha, suicide of the self. That is violence. So when you're God-centered, then you're practicing non-violence. Self-centered demons. This is from another parampara. Bereft of true self-knowledge, the demoniac-minded fabricate distorted views of the truth with their impure intellects. An example of this is the theory of Charvaka. Prabhupada very frequently references Charvaka Muni, who was an atheist. So even in Vedic culture, there are many famous atheists. One among them is Charvaka Muni, a well-known materialistic philosopher in Indian history. He said, Yava jiveta sukham jivet rinam kritva grihitam pivet bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamamam gamanam kutaha. As long as you live, enjoy yourself. If drinking ghee gives you pleasure, then do so, even if you have to take a debt for the purpose. When the body is cremated, you will cease to exist and will not come back in the world again. So do not worry of any karmic consequences of your actions. So there was such a person also who wrote in Sanskrit about essentially you just have one life to live, nothing to worry about, just enjoy yourself. In this fashion, the demoniac-minded reject the eternality of the soul and the possibility of karmic reactions, so that they may engage in self-serving and even cruel deeds without any qualms. If they happen to possess power over other humans, they impose their misleading materialistic views upon them as well. They do not hesitate to aggressively pursue their self-centered goals, even if it results in grief to others and destruction to the world. In history, humankind has repeatedly witnessed megalomaniac dictators and emperors, such as Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, etc., who were motivated by their perverse views of the truth and brought about untold suffering and devastation to the world. So essentially the Lord is saying here, such people are actually lost to themselves. Even though they may think they are very intelligent, they end up actually, through their intelligence, destroying the whole world.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.